meaning of a contract note. So, a contract note is acknowledgement or confirmation of trade between the broker and the client on basically on the behalf of the client. Whatever trade, buying, or sell orders have been placed, executed in a particular day, that confirmation is forwarded by the broker to the client in form of a contract note. It is in the format and manner as prescribed by the stock exchange. It is legally enforceable, which means it can be used as a proof in the court of law. Then it is issued in duplicate. Duplicate means that when the stock exchange issues the contract note, then one copy is kept by the client and one copy is kept by the broker also. What are the important usages of contract notes? Now, capital gain or loss on the purchase and sale, basically on the sale of the securities, is to be calculated, and for that, this becomes a proof. Apart from that, what is the total brokerage that has been charged on the transactions the client has executed? And then again, as I told you, it is legally enforceable. It acts as a proof in the court of law. So, what points are mentioned? What is the format of a contract note? This is how a contract note looks like. It mentions the name of the broker, the details of the client, then contract note number, the date. Apart from that, what is more important is that it is giving you each and every detail of the transaction, the order number, the trade number, price, quantity, value, everything is mentioned on the contract note, as you can see. Moving further, settlement of the contracts. So, all of us know that Indian share markets follow a T plus 2 settlement cycle. Day of transaction, 2 days ahead, the transaction will be settled. Now, earlier we had a weekly settlement cycle. Before the reforms came in, a week's time was given to settle the transaction, make the payment, pay in the funds, then take out the shares and all. The entire process was completed in a week's time. But now everything is very fast. The efficiency of the market has improved, and hence a shorter transaction cycle is being followed. Okay, so weekly accounting period settlement. So, with example, the settlement cycle was from Wednesday to the following Tuesday. So this meant that the trade which was done on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, and Tuesday will be paid in on Tuesday. Paid in means that the amount of the value of the transaction, basically amount of the transaction, the party which was the buying party needed to pay in the money on Tuesday, and the opposite party, counterparty, the seller, would render the shares, deliver the shares following Wednesday. So it was a very long cycle of settlement. It was a time consuming process. And because of this, even if you had bought the shares on Tuesday, till next Wednesday, you were not able to actually make the use of those shares to earn profits. Again, everything was in the physical mode, as you people know that the online demat system came in late. So this led to a lot of paperwork, and complications on the part of the exchange also. So thankfully now we are in a rolling settlement cycle, and which is much shorter, sorry. And the money, simply saying T plus 2 means that the money is, if you buy shares, you immediately make the payment, and then the money is received by the broker, subsequently passed on to the seller, to the exchange, and the complete settlement is done in a very short period of time, which reduces the speculation in the market, manipulation in the market, and if you are getting the benefit of a transaction, then that is the best part. In a short period of time you get the benefit of the transaction done by you. The last topic, which we have already discussed, corporatization of stockbrokers and broking houses. Like stock exchange, we discussed that today's stock exchange, a formal structure is in form of a corporate, because there is demutualization, separation of ownership and management. Okay. Similarly, the broking houses are today incorporate incorporated in company form of organization. And the benefit of company form of organization is that the brokers will then have limited liability, and there will be more professionalism in their working. So that is one of the developments that has taken place in the stock exchange. So here we wind up the third unit of your syllabus. In this unit, we have discussed everything about the secondary market, and secondary market, specifically the stock market. Stock market or capital market, which is a long term market with instruments traded having a validity of a period more than 1 year. In the fourth unit, we will delve into the money market, that is a market which deals in short term securities that have a duration, that have a validity of a period less than 1 year. So, here comes the meaning of money market: highly liquid market, because the market itself has very big players, and the with a maturity of less than 1 year, big participants, frequency of trade is very high, value, I would say, is very high, and that is why it gives a lot of liquidity to the market. Now, there are some examples of money market instruments or subparts. Actually, money market is a sum total of a number of markets. So, therein you have the treasury bill market, the call money market, commercial bill market, then you have the notice market, and apart from that, you also have your certificates of deposit and all. So, all these elements, they sum total to give you the money market. Now, the benefit, as I told you, is liquidity, because the instruments can be converted into cash, they are near cash instruments. Coming to the characteristics of money market, it is an over the phone market, over the counter market, wholesale market for short term debts, not a single market. As I told you, it is a collection of several markets, and very, very important point is that it facilitates effective implementation of monetary policy of a central bank of a country. So what do we mean by this? Just have a look at this point. How do we elaborate this point? How is money market facilitating the implementation of monetary policy? So no answers. Yes, one of the ways is through the treasury bills. What else? No responses. Commercial papers. Okay, now what actually happens is that the money market actually gives a proper view or a proper perception to the policymakers as to what changes can be brought about in the monetary policy. So it is the health, it is the type of activity that is taking place in the money market with respect to the instruments as mentioned, treasury bill, commercial papers, कितनी buying है, कितनी selling है, किस interest rate पर ज़्यादा response है. All this is giving an idea to the policy makers as to what changes need to be brought about in the monetary policy. And then subsequently, when those changes are brought about, it is through the interest rate that the monetary policy features, monetary policy pointers are implemented in the market. So this is a two-way link. You are getting the information from the money market, and the first leg in the implementation is also through the money market. Now, transactions are made without the help of brokers. Now, this is a very important characteristic of money market, since the big banks, financial institutions are involved. They directly enter into transactions with each other. There's no need of brokers in the money market, and that is also one of the reasons because the value of transactions is very high. Retail participation in this market is minimal. You will find banks, financial institutions, corporates, primary dealers, but retail participation as such is very low in this market. So I use a term primary dealers. Has anyone heard about this? Very important player in the money market. So primary dealers are firms which are registered and authorized to buy and sell government securities. Okay, so they have the authorization to purchase government securities from the government, sell them in the market. So they are registered firms with RBI who are dealing in government securities, and that is why they are known as market makers, because they are entering into both the positions, buying position and selling position, hence creating demand, visibility, liquidity for the government securities. The players, as I told you, in the money market are RBI, commercial banks, and companies. Okay, now all of us know that the budget is out and there have been a number of announcements. The market has responded positively. Okay, now when we talk about the implications of budget, though I'll discuss the pointers of budget later on, we always see the impact on the capital market. तो स्टॉक मार्केट, स्टॉक एक्सचेंज 2000 पॉइंट से सेंसेक्स बढ़ गया, इतने पॉइंट से निफ्टी बढ़ गया, एंड सो दिस इज हाउ द मार्केट हैज रिस्पॉन्डेड. वी स्पेसिफिकली आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द स्टॉक मार्केट which is a part of the capital market. Can anyone think of how capital market, or say how a policy implementation like budget can have an impact on the money market? How can you link the budget to the money market? Through what methods, or say what is the route through which the budget is impacting the money market? Because not immediately, but subsequently we will be seeing changes in the money market because of this budget also. So the impact is not as immediate as the stock market, but there is an impact. So just think about it. What can be the impact? Yes, should I call out your names? Then you will answer. Yes, Sakshi. Yes, Sakshi, unmute. Unmute yourself, Sakshi, if you are here. Not here. So if I'm asking someone and you're not answering, I'm removing you from the class. There's no point of just being present here for attendance. Meghna, are you here? Or not here? Okay, you are here. So I've asked you a question. I'm expecting some response from you. So how is budget? Okay, so if I talk specifically, this budget has made no changes to the taxes. Okay, and that is been okay, Meghna, at least you have tried. So that is one of the reasons that the corporates have cheered the budget, because there was an expectation that taxes might be increased, or something like corona tax might be there, implemented this time. So that didn't happen. So markets have cheered that, corporate specifically. So Ashu, you were also raising the same point. Yes, through taxation, uh, there will be an impact. But Ashu, can you attempt and tell me, if you unmute yourself, how taxation will impact the working in the money market? Ashu, what will be the impact? Because one more Okay, you can't unmute. If you can try and answer in the chat box, by that time I will take up Ayushi's point. So, RBI uses open market operations for debt monetization. Okay, that is absolutely correct. Issuance of currency is not a very simple point as such, that just to increase the money flow, you start issuing more currency because you need to back up that by more production in the economy also. So open market operations, yes, they impact the liquidity by buying and selling positions that the government takes up. Okay, apart from that class, fiscal deficit जो targets होते हैं, if anyone can tell me what is the fiscal deficit target for financial year 21? What is the government aiming? What is fiscal deficit? विदिशा आप बताओ, what is fiscal deficit?
मैम जब वो गवर्नमेंट एक्सपेंडिचर एक्सीड कर जाता है जो टैक्सेस से रेवेन्यू आता है.
So when the government expenditure is more than the income of the government, then that is fiscal deficit. Now I usually have given a low figure. Actual target is for 22. This is the target. I'm talking about financial year 21. So that is 9.5%. Very good. 9.5%, very, very high, though obviously the government was aiming somewhere in the range of 3.5 to 4.5. But because of COVID, that has surpassed what government wanted, and it is at 9.5%. Though just yesterday, your finance minister has announced also that fiscal discipline is something that will be taken care of and the targets will be met in 2 to 3 years time. Okay, now fiscal deficit will have an impact on the interest rates, and that then flows in the money market also. ओके सो डायरेक्टली बहुत इमीडिएट इम्पैक्ट नहीं दिखता, but yes, subsequently we will find the impact of budget in the money market also. Okay, moving further, coming to the functions, characteristics of money market. It is helping in adjustment of liquidity position, LAF, liquidity adjustment facility. सेंट्रल बैंक कैसे मनी फ्लो को इन्फ्लुएंस करता है मार्केट में, इन द इकोनॉमी. देन यूजर्स ऑफ शॉर्ट टर्म. Tax part, Ayushi, again would be a very indirect route. जैसे हम टैक्सेस इंक्रीज कर रहे हैं तो उसमें से फॉर एग्जांपल कैपिटल गेन टैक्स इंक्रीज हो रहा है, वो स्टॉक मार्केट को इम्पैक्ट कर रहा है. फिर उसका जो सब्सिक्वेंट इम्पैक्ट है ट्रांजैक्शन चार्जेस का, या से capital gain, short term gain, capital tax would, I think, impact money market more because this is for short term investment. And then the taxes, if they increase, they are actually absorbing liquidity. ओके सो दी स्पेंडिंग पावर ऑफ द कंज्यूमर रिड्यूसेस, उससे मनी फ्लो पे क्या इम्पैक्ट आएगा, और फिर मनी फ्लो से इंटरेस्ट पे क्या इम्पैक्ट आएगा, और फिर मनी मार्केट में आएगा इम्पैक्ट. यस, इट इज अ विशियस साइकिल, इट इज अ डोमिनो इफेक्ट. One thing, one fundamental, one macroeconomic indicator is affecting the other. But as I told you, ये सब बहुत phases में होता है. Okay, so one fundamental is impacting the other, but stock market will give you an immediate reaction. Okay, as what happens every time, that any development, and it is the stock market which will give you the immediate response as to how people have perceived a particular policy change. Money market will slowly and eventually give the government an idea of how receptive people, corporates, banks, institutions have been to a particular policy change. Okay, so apart from that, it is giving short term funds to government institutions. Even the government financing through treasury bills is taking place through the money market. Corporates are able to raise money, and it is promoting liquidity and safety of the financial assets. Related points, mere repetition, but let's quickly move through the points. So, development of trade and industry is the first important function of the money market. How is it serving the economy? It is providing funds, access to funds to the corporates, and not only to the corporates but to the government also. Then development of capital market. Now here you can see the link between the money market and the capital market. Availability of funds in the money market and interest rates will influence resource mobilization and interest rates in the capital market also. सो कैपिटल मार्केट में भी आप डेट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, जैसे हम बात कर रहे थे डेट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स में डील कर रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पे शॉर्ट टर्म इंटरेस्ट रेट्स विल हैव एन इम्पैक्ट ऑन दी लॉन्ग टर्म इंटरेस्ट रेट्स ऑल्सो एंड वाइस वर्सा. Then most important function of money market is that it is helping the commercial banks to meet shortage of funds for statutory requirements like CRR and SLR. This we'll be covering in detail when we talk about the different elements of the money market. बट जो भी शॉर्टेज ऑफ फंड्स होती है वो आप मनी मार्केट के इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स के थ्रू मीट कर सकते हो. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द कमर्शियल बैंक्स. एंड इफ दे हैव सरप्लस फंड्स then those can also be invested to earn some return through the instruments available in the money market. Helpful to the central bank, as I told you, giving you the infra to implement the monetary policy. So implementation and formulation, as I've explained you, both is being uh, both aspects of monetary policy are being promoted by the money market, helpful to the government to raise funds through the treasury bills. Okay, now coming to the components of money market, these are the four components which we'll be discussing in detail. Apart from the repo and reverse repo market, also call money market, treasury bill market, certificates of deposit and commercial papers. So this we'll take up tomorrow, and there we will take up each of the elements and